Hello everyone, this is the Human Mechanism, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Elite Force 118 scale AH-64 Apache. Now, I'm going to say this right off the bat, I freaking love this model. It's probably my second favorite that Elite Force has released. And it's just a beautifully done model.
The Apache is without a doubt one of the most iconic attack helicopters of all time, and besides the United States, several other countries operate the Apache as well, including Taiwan, Singapore, Egypt, Israel, Greece, Kuwait, Netherlands, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and the United Kingdom, which operates a license-built version of the Apache known as the Augusta-Westland Apache. It's unique because it has features and abilities that separate it from other versions of the Apache, including the ability for naval operations. Future operators include Qatar, Indonesia, South Korea, and India.
Now, this model was first released circa 2002 or 2003, and a lot of Elite Force fans don't know this, but there were actually two variants of the Apache released. There was, of course, this one, and then there was another variant with shark teeth painted on the frontal sponsons, and a square with skull and crossbones in place of this triangular symbol here. Now, typically I would display figures inside their vehicles. However, the Apache is the exception because the figures they're a work of art, essentially. I really love the detailing, and as you can see, I took off the helmet off one of them. Even on the helmet, the detailing is very, very fine. The headset, or the microphone, can actually rotate, move up and down. And they're just overall very, very well-detailed figures. Now, in terms of articulation, it's just standard T-crotch articulation. Instead of having a G.I. Joe-esque joint at the elbow, it has sort of a swivel, which is pretty unique, but I think it's kind of impractical. But overall, the figures are very, very nice. Now, let's move back to the vehicle itself. In terms of armament, it comes with two Hydra rocket pods. It also comes with two sets of four AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, and they are, of course, removable. As you can see, you can take off each individual missile. It's a little bit difficult sometimes, but they do come off. Let's see. Here we go. And there's your AGM-114. I absolutely love the clear tip to the missile. Definitely adds a sense of realism. Now, let me get a good look on the other side as well. So, in terms of detailing, just hands down, this is one of the most detailed 118 scale vehicles in the world. Very, very nice. Now, let's just do a couple of detail shots. As you can see, there's all the rivets. United States Army. I apologize in advance for all the dust. And if you look right here, this is what I find really, really impressive. You probably won't be able to read this on camera, but there is actually some legible writing right there. So that's quite nice. And of course, I forgot to mention this. The 30mm chain gun does in fact rotate and move up and down. And if we move up here, the target designator rotates left and right. It also rotates up and down as well. So that's very, very cool. The rotors, of course, spin, probably not as freely as you'd want them to, but they're not stiff by any means. So that's quite nice. Now here we are on the other side of the Apache, and this is where we can gain access to the cockpit. And as you can see, the doors do open. And there is a lot of detail inside the cockpit, as you can see. I initially thought those were stickers, but no. All that detailing is painted on, and it's very, very impressive. What we have here is very intricate work, and that's quite nice. Just a few more detail shots. I absolutely love translucent bits on 1/18 scale vehicles. It always adds a bit of realism. Gonna get these guys out of the way. So it's pretty much the same as on the other side. Honestly, I'm trying very hard to find something negative to say about this helicopter. It's about as close to perfect as you can possibly get. My only real gripe is the fact that the propellers are sort of drooping down, and that's actually very common amongst helicopters in this scale. And there's of course several remedies for this problem, including gluing the propellers or holding the helicopter upside down and letting gravity correct the problem. But in all honesty, it doesn't really bother me all that much. Now, in terms of availability on the aftermarket, the Elite Force Apache isn't exactly rare, it's just that they're very expensive. I wouldn't expect to find one on eBay for less than $100. But, nevertheless, I do think it's worth your money. This is a very, very fantastic model. So, if you find this on eBay, and if you have the money, I highly, highly recommend this. This is a fantastic model, one of the best out there, one of the best ever made. And so, if you're looking for a 1/18 scale Apache, this is the definitive version of it. So with that said, this is the Human Mechanism, signing off.